Introducing luxury you won't have to sell the house for. The new Havel H6 from $29,990.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
If you're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family, check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions, ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports,
The Entertainment Grounds,
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery,
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio.
Sports Ground in West Newcastle for grand final day of the Black Diamond Football League. With me in commentary, my co-commentator, the great Lucas James Holmes. LJ, good morning.
Good morning, David. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, first Saturday in September instead of the last, David. Black Diamond Cup, Black Diamond AFL, rather, grand final day. First game, Black Diamond play Terrigal Avoca, the only undefeated team left in the league this season, taking on Newcastle City.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lucas has got the solemn responsibility of saying something straight away for us.
I do, David, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick shout out to the Varco family. Our deepest condolences here from everybody in the Black Diamond Australian Football League from the sad passing of Maggie Varco, sister of former Collingwood, Geelong and Collingwood player Travis Varco, David. Unbelievable accident, should not happen to anybody participating in our great game of Australian rules football.
Well said, Lucas. And again, Eddie Maguire, who I'm not the hugest fan of, does a pretty good job for his club. What he talked about in the footy show that night was quality. Okay, again, our condolences to the Varco family, and including people in that football club and that league, Lucas. It'll be awful in the Adelaide Football League at the moment.
Anglevale Football Club.
Yep. Okay, teams. Newcastle City in the plate. I've got City. Louis, can you do Terrigal Avoca? I'll go first. Joe O'Donoghue in 8, Bailey Cullen 9, Ben Conquest 10, Ashley Tacken 12, Mark Salau 19, Abe Gibson 20, Jace Brock and Chiron 24, Jared Matson 28, Mitchell Williams 30, Luke Kurganvan 32, Rhett Allen 34, Adam Johnson 35, Jared Burke 39, Mitchell Black the skipper in 40, Sheridan Cameron 41, Nick Pollock 42, Brody Jones 47, Kevin McDonald, the important full forward at 48, Tom Dwyer 52, Liam Carroll 60, Luke Vickery in 70 and Mitchell Bastard in 78. Lucas J.
The Terrigal Avoca Australian Football Club, David. Number 5, Michael Roach. 10, Mackenzie Leecroft. 16, Jackson Farquhar. 18, Keegan Foley. 19, Jack Fitzgerald. 20, Samuel Course. 21, Ryan Shaw. 24, Ethan Thornby. 27, Samuela Cirillo. 42, Nick Conquest is laid out, David. 43, Tim Smith. 44, Jason Roach. 46, Stephen Lynch. 47, Kenneth Saladinsky. 48, Luke Berry. 51, Liam Townsend. 52, John Clark. 55, Josh Arms. 56, Damon Smith. 57, Dustin Chambers. 62, Michael Studdert. 65, Matthew Studdert. And the late in, David, very handy one as well. Number 31, Ryan Webster.
Very handy. Umpires, please, Lucas J.
Umpires this afternoon, David. Field umpires, Ryan Stanton, Josh Archer, and Lincoln McCauley. Boundary umpires, Ethan Robinson, Chris Valley. Goal umpires, John Sullivan, Andy Baldwin. And the emergency, Jody Henderson.
Thank you, Lucas. This will be a great game of football. These two teams have lost one game between them all season. We've seen them in the preliminary finals earlier on this finals campaign. And for mine, Terrigal Avoca are favourites today, Lucas J. Look very composed last week in shutting down a pretty committed Killarney Vale at Adelaide Street. And I think that they'll be a couple of goal favourites. Weather conditions, Lucas and I have been out in the middle. Lucas, do you want to talk people through, first of all, the ground conditions, the surface of the ground and the block, please?
Beautiful surface out there, ladies and gentlemen. Slightly firm underfoot, but under the surface, but nice and spongy up the top, so it should create some free-flowing football this afternoon. Quite dry out there as well. There's slight dew earlier, but with the breeze running that we got out there this morning from bottom left to top right of your screen, should has dried the dew out perfectly. And as I said, if this breeze keeps down, should be an outstanding day for football, David.
And the cricket block out there has had water on it during the week. It's slightly tacky. Lucas Holmes is looking at coming, getting the new ball, and he's champing at the bit to get it there. It's got a bit in it, Louis, hasn't it? But it's nice for the players.
It sure is, David. Hard under the surface, but nice and soft on top.
And again, Lucas Holmes pointed this out. We went out and did a wind check for you. The prevailing wind at the moment is going from the bottom left of screen to the top right. So it's a sou'wester. Now, if you look around the ground at the moment, it's maybe 5 to 10 kilometres an hour. It's going to have some effect. At the moment, it's not overly strong. But it will favour the team running left to right on screen. Lucas, it'll be interesting to see who wins the toss and which direction they see choose to go. It's a glorious day. We just hope that the wind backs off slightly.
Once we're out that gate, boys.
And now comes City for the Black Diamond Plate Grand Final. This should be a cracking game of football. And Lucas and I have got the pleasure of pulling 3 games today. Following this game will be Newcastle City and the Wyong Lakes Football Club. Wyong Lakes first grand final, Louis. And that's going to be a cracker. And I reckon there'll be 8 or 9 goals kicked maximum in that game. I reckon it'll just be a defensive attritional battle with lots of plays behind the ball.
We did, David. We saw in the preliminary finals last week, Wyong Lakes doing a superb job in shutting down Nelson Bay in that nutritional, as you said, attritional defensive performance. Sarah Ball, especially at the back, was very instrumental in that win. And Newcastle City Stars showing their class again, rising to the top. Ash Haler, Kirsty Ferguson, Sarah Halverson having outstanding games last week at Adelaide Street, David.
If ever there was a grand final that revolves around one person, Lucas Holmes, it's the women's grand final this year. I don't know how Wyong Lakes, unless they double team her, can control Sarah Halverson. If Sarah Halverson gets a game to plays again like she did last week, she's almost unstoppable. She's fast, she's fit. I expect Wyong Lakes to put work on her. That'll be really interesting to see her make it physical.
And we had discussions off air earlier trying to figure out the matchup for Sarah Halverson. We couldn't come up with it, could we, David?
Not easily, perhaps Ball. Okay, as Gary Birkinshaw's reading out the sides, we'll be getting going shortly here. I'll apologise in advance. We haven't called these teams very much, so we'll be doing the best we can. Stats Baldwin and John Sullivan on the right-hand side of the screen. They'll be our goal umpires today. Stats is up. We're going to give Stats thanks. He's hooked us up with some energy food for today, some snakes and things. So thanks, Stats. And the great John Sullivan, Lucas Holmes, whose record I would suggest you in umpiring in Australia is almost unsurpassed. And I do mean that sincerely across the country. Over 1,000 games is quite remarkable.
It is, David. Great to have someone with great experience like John Sullivan in our league, educating the younger umpires that are coming through, which is also great to see.
Ryan Stanton spoke to me before the game. He wants to be called Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm going to stick with Prime Possum for the great man. Our Bar TV crew today, Paul, Hugh and Kendall Clausen are on Bar TV. It's great to see the boss, Josh Mason, earlier on. Almost ready to go here. Lucas, time check is 4 minutes to go. Is that right, mate?
Yeah, 41 minutes past 9 on the Saturday, the 1st of September, David.
60, Len Carroll. 70, Luke Vickery. 78, Mitch Baston. And number 40, Captain Mitch Black. And the coach, Nathan Wilmot. Good luck to both sides. Sit back, enjoy what should be a great game.
Okay, so the intros are done. Players are breaking from their huddles, and we're just about ready to go in this Black Diamond Plate Grand Final. Lucas, extraordinary to call a game of football with teams that have lost one game between them. That very, very rarely happens. And of course, Newcastle City's last home game of the season was against Terrigal, and Terrigal were pretty convincing winners. This should be a really entertaining game of footy, Louis. Great conditions to play. I would suggest you these will be the best conditions today. I do expect that breeze to pick up. The forecast is for 20 to 25 clicks later on. Looks like, for mine, that Terrigal of Avoca will be running right to left. Zaladinsky's going in, or perhaps they're going around just to shake hands. I'd suggest that that's the case.
You'd expect Zaladinsky in the ruck, is what we've seen in the some of the cup games this season as well, David.
He's a good player. Big man, good leap. Just about ready to rock and roll here. And if you're not doing anything, get down to Newcastle, number 1 sports ground today. Cracking day, lovely day of football. There's room on the hill for your car. We're right, Gary, thank you. There's a big grandstand here. We're all ready to go. Every thumbs up from everyone. It's rock and roll time. Lucas Holmes, good luck, my friend.
Thank you, David. As you'd expect, Kevin McDonald starting deep in the goal square for Newcastle City to the right of screen.
No surprise at all. Zaladinsky to start in the ruck. Suspect that might be Sheridan at 41 with him. There's the siren. It's war go. Black Diamond Cup Grand Final day. And here's the Black Diamond Plate Group GF. Zaladinsky, was that a whistle? That must have been a netball whistle starter. That's going to be fun today, isn't it, Louis? 20's Korsh. Can't pick the football up. Chambers is in there. Ball at ground level. He doesn't want to get tackled. Umpire says, I'll have it, thank you. So Zaladinsky should come back. There he is in 47 on the right.
Cirillo there in 27.
Indeed. Is that Conquest, I wonder, in the ruck against Zaladinsky?
Conquest was the laid out, remember?
No, that's the other Conquest. Nick Conquest, Lucas. There is another Conquest there for Terrigal Avoca. 57 Chambers, ball out of bounds. I've got maybe it was Mitch Williams in the ruck in 30, Lucas, for the Blues. So Keegan Foley's got Kevin McDonald earlier. That'll be an interesting time contest. Yeah, it is. It's Williams and Stallard. No, it's actually not. It is Ben Conquest. I got it right first time. So Conquest and Saladinsky, the starting ruckman. Mark there. Lovely grab. Should be Roach in 44. Good player. Lively.
Was very impressive with his deadly left foot last week, David, as we saw early on.
Yes, he was. Goes out a wing. Punch made there. 10 is Lee Croft. He's out there. Coming away on the left foot. Terrigal could get it forward, centre half forward area, but picked off at centre half back. You'll see a lot of that today. That was Conquest, the starting ruckman, sitting a kick behind play. Quick handball's coming out. There's Conquest again. Goes with a three-quarter job and picked off by Roach again. So Roach having a good start. Looking at his options. Comes inside. Goes directly down the ground. Picked off again. No, not paid this time. Agree with the ball. Bury's in there in 48. Good tackle by Black, the skip. Handball coming back. Conquest in all sorts there. That might be holding the footy. Play on. Stanton's letting them go. That's okay. There's an injury at the back, Lucas Holmes. Someone's down. I think that's a City player on haunches. And there's a rush kick coming back from Mark. 50! Encroachment on the rack. The player who's got this kick was pointing that out to the umpire, Louis. We'll get his number in a minute. But he's pointed that out. He's gone straight over the mark, the City player. And Terrigal are going to come up and kick the first goal of the day.
Sure are, David. Early indiscretions, as we saw last week, proved costly in the Black Diamond Cup Grand Final. As a goal kick through there.
Tim Smith, Lucas.
Thank you, David.
First goal of the match, first score of the match. Terrigal Avoca 1 straight 6. Newcastle City yet to score. Lucas Holmes.
Hunter Haval, looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval on the range of affordable SUVs. Starting from just $22,990 drive away with a 5-year warranty and 5 years roadside assistance. Hunter Haval, give you more. Book your test drive today.
And sitting here behind me is my great mate and current New South Wales country off spinner Nick Foster. Welcome to the football, Nick. It's great to have you here, mate. Have a good day today, mate. Fabulous to see you. Of course, Nick played in the New South Wales country winning side this year in Geraldton, mate. So great to have the great man here.
It is, David.
Terrigal Avoca 1 straight. Newcastle City yet to score. Magnificent day at number 1. That breeze is only moderate at the moment. Hopefully it stays that way and we get a good game of football decided by anything other than weather. Saladinsky and Conquest. Conquest too early that time, gets it in. Smith gets the kick out. Picked up there. 42 is Pollock and he might be in trouble. Should be gone. Real good start, Terrigal Avoca. Is that Roach? He's asking him to give it to you. He's taking his time. Very professional. No, it's not Roach. This could be Johnson. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Michael Roach. It's his brother, actually. That ball held up in that breeze, Lucas. That was interesting to see. So Terrigal Avoca definitely running against the breeze here. Conquest misses a mark he might otherwise have taken. Newcastle City under more pressure than I've seen in a long time. Black, second chance at a goal here. Can't pick it up. Then I'll go out of bounds, I would reckon. And has, or is it kept in? Called out of bounds by Stats Baldwin. It'll be a throw-in 1 metre away from the boundary, behind post. Terrigal Avoca up by 1 straight. Dangerous position for City. Conquest taps that down defensively. Dangerous. Going straight through. Could have been pinged. Yeah, I agree with the Terrigal Avoca and Shaw. Cirillo in front. Well-roved City. Desperation times at the moment. And good tap out in front of our Gibson. Well done there, Terrigal Avoca. So ball at half-back flank.
Yeah, and it looked like from that passage of play, unless the City player pushed up, David, Saladinsky was sitting alone in the slot and a kick behind the plate. Yeah,
which Conquest is doing for City, Louis, as well. Saladinsky in front, double-handed tap. That's what you want to see. Gives you control of where it goes. Saladinsky comes in for more. That's a throw. Shouldn't have been played as a handball was. Little handball comes out. Roach, danger in there. Good tackle, actually. Cirillo gets it forward. Man in front, takes the mark. In front of Bury. Low driving ball. Saladinsky should pick that off. Drops a chest mark. He won't be happy with that. Tack, who's a good low ground level player, Lucas, did well in the best and fairest in the league. Punch comes out. Out comes Townsend. Thumps it forward. Should be picked off there by Black, the skipper. Puts a fend on. Oh, is that a dangerous fend? It's over the shoulder, is it, Louis?
He's paid a high contact, David, and the advantage is taken to the outer side.
And not paid by the umpire. Umpire's calling this back. He hasn't given the signal. Roach over here is in trouble. He was very on his legs a minute ago, just a second ago. Jason Roach, we'll keep an eye on him. He was very, very groggy. Low driving ball comes in and is picked off by O'Donoghue. Comes wide. Dwyer. No, sorry, not the Dwyer. That's O'Donoghue there. I beg your pardon. He missed out on the Cup Grand Final today, which was unfortunate for Joe. Lovely pass. That mark should have been taken, not paid. Chambers in there. City got a chance. That's a holding the man decision. Blatantly right in front of us. Newcastle City free kick. Ball given correctly, and away goes Sheridan. Awful kick, really. Lands in the hands of City. Chance! 28 is Matson, and he's missed with a check side kick, Louis. Probably should have gone with his left.
Yeah, didn't quite get the bias, on the check side, David.
He did not. Newcastle City 1 behind. Terrigal Avoca 1 straight. Lucas, time check, please. Elapsed time.
6 minutes and 20 seconds gone in this first quarter, David.
Ball deep into the pocket. On the mark is Sheridan for City. Over the top comes a punch. Conquest tries to get in there. In and under was Shaw. Ball kept in front of him. Good tackle, is it? No, it's played fair. That's okay. Ball smothered. Roach is sitting out on his own square at the wing here. They can't see him. Good pressure here from City. Get it forward. McDonald at the back! Misses a mark. Just went up too early. Drags that ball back in. Still under pressure here. That might go out in the full. That's gone on the hill, so that's way, way out in the full. And taking a free kick will be Jones. And that's a deadly pocket over there with this breeze, Lucas. He's got to kick this across the breeze.
Almost got to square it instead of going for the
No one on the mark! Oh, Stanton told him to go around first. And Roach comes in, so he's asking Stanton where he can stand. He's been told he can stand there. Now, of course, he can go sideways, and he has. And he's found Pollock, I think.
Yeah.
This is also a tough kick from there. Well, look, he stepped his man. Can he get around him? He can. Can he get a kick in? Beats 2 men. And he's smothered. Took too much time there. Good defensive pressure, Terrigal Avoca. Ball comes out. Handball comes out here to Shaw. Turns around on his right. Can he deliver? Beautiful delivery. Very composed football, Terrigal Avoca. Out there's Fitzgerald, who had a blinder last week. In fact, he played up forward, Louis. Short ball comes in, gets punched out. Smith gets a little short kick out, and it's marked by Pollock, I think. No, it wasn't Pollock. It could have been Tom Dwyer there in 52, Louis. There's the skipper, Black. Goes driving ball. Terrigal Avoca, as they do in the cup side. Lots of plays to the bounce of the football and to the fall of it. Comes out here. Here's Roach. This is the danger man for me. Great smooth mover. 1 bounce. Goes 3/4. Beautiful delivery. And finds one of the bookends in Michael Studdert. Lovely pass. There's his brother. Second goal coming out. He won't miss. Matthew Studdert off his brother. Terrigal Avoca 2 straight 12. Newcastle City 1 behind. Lucas Holmes.
Belmont 16-footer Sailing Club. Located on the picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16s is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For all the latest news and promotions, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook, the home of the Black Diamond AFL.
And the home of the Elliot Davey Middle Night, Lucas Holmes, which for mine's one of the best presentation nights I think I've ever seen. How well it's organised, the amount of work that the League Operations Manager Gary Birkinshaw and the staff at Belmont 16-footers put in. Started finishing 15 metres out. He will not miss from there. Great start, Terrigal Avoca. 11 points up halfway through the first quarter. Ryan Stanton with the football. Away we go. Staladinsky's having a rest in the ruck now because that bloke hasn't got a man bun. In the middle there. Oh, should be pushing the back against Conquest. And umpire says, I'll have that, thank you. Now he's fallen on the cricket block there. And he's okay, I think. Yeah, he's okay. Terrigal Avoca win the contest. Handball comes out. Dwyer onto the left. Hits and hopes, really. Should be a tap out. Conquest roving. Very clever. Here's a chance. This is City's best opportunity yet. Sheridan. Where is McDonald? He's in the pack. And they've repelled that so far. Here's a big crash ball at 40. Tack. Deadly from there. And misses his target, actually, that time unusually. Leecroft clears the area. Out to the centre wing. Over there is Lynch. He's got a paddock. Goes to the short ball. Well done by Vickery in 70. And out of bounds on centre wing. Righto, mate. Take care. Good to see you. Have a good week. I'll speak to you soon, Nick.
Stoppage here on centre wing.
Newcastle zone cricket trained this morning in Smith Park and dropped in and saw the boys. Fozzie was there. They've got a trial in a couple of weeks against Manly, Lucas, at JR Ron Hill Oval. Out the ball comes centre wing. Picked up there by O'Donoghue. Gets it forward. Tacks in roving. He's dangerous in there. Good tackle on tack. And out of bounds is the decision. Halfway through the first quarter, Terrigal, Avoca, Lucas Holmes, very similar defensive structures to the Black Diamond Cup side, I would suggest.
It is, David. It's very dangerous too with that wind picking up that wonderful Lake Macquarie barbecue wafting through here.
Yes, we'll be visiting that later. Conquest uncontested. They can't let him go all day. Ball comes out from Korsh. Out of bounds to the full, actually. So that's the opportunity for City to get the ball right into the square. Where's Kevin McDonald? He's got a 1-on-2. Makes a contest. It eventually gets the ball down the ground. And another good tackle by McDonald there. And he's put his player down heavily. I think that was Farquhar. Correction, it was Stephen Lynch. And he is struggling. So that's as a result of that Kevin McDonald tackle there. And I beg your pardon, it was Farquhar in the first place at 16. Played a lot of cup football, Lucas.
He sure has. Very reliable young player, Jackson Farquhar.
Korsh gets a tap out from Saladinsky. Roach, who they're going to keep an eye on, I'd suggest. Handball out from Clark. Black looking for his men. Dwyer's on it square. Ignores him. Goes up to centre half forward. Marking opportunity here for Matson. Gets it forward over McDonald. He hasn't been getting good service. Matson butters up. Got a chance here. He's a lefty. Can he pick the ball up? Eventually he gets it, Matson. He needs a handball off to tack. Ashley tack! Misses on the side. Second behind Newcastle City. Newcastle City 0-2-2. Terrigal Avoca 2 straight 12. 12 and a half minutes elapsed time. Tack will be disappointed. It was on his dominant side, Lucas. Yep. And he'll be disappointed at missing that one.
It was, David, and as you alluded to earlier, not a surprise to me or you at all. That looked like they'd been double teaming Kevin McDonald out of the goal square as well.
That's the way Terrigal Avoca could go. And that's what they will do. Mark out here to Roach off the kick out. Going to come down centre wing, is he? Has a bounce. There was no one on the mark. Goes to his non-dominant side. Good skill, Zaladinsky. Very good professional tap out there from Rhett and from Allen. And puts him into the fence. Just hope he's okay. The big man, and he is.
And just lost his footing a bit there as well, where I was trying to turn Michael Roach, so there may be a bit of that juice still on the ground.
Possibly. Zaladinsky should win tap-outs when he's in front of Conquest. And he does this one. In fact, he was behind. Good tackle there on Smith. Coming straight out, it's Formby. He's a big, strong unit, Formby. Good tackle there on Kurganvan.
And he stayed down there as well, Smith. Sorry to interrupt, David, after that tackle.
So Smith down for Terrigal Avoca behind play. There he is there. He's not in a good way at the moment. He's being seen to. He is struggling. Didn't see it myself, Lucas. It was behind play. Terrigal Avoca will look after him and hopefully he's going to be okay. So it wasn't Zaladinsky's, not in this contest. Conquest gets nutmeg. Cirillo gets a handball out. Check side kicks a beauty. It goes 60 metres. And there's the win, Lucas. That ball really held up. Can you keep an eye on the injured player behind us? He's in a bad way. I don't think he'll take any more part today. He's in trouble. Smith. He needs an HIA, Lucas, from a doctor.
Well, he's just going to get up then and stumble right forward as well, so you would expect not to see him for the rest of the day.
No, he's in Dixieland at the moment, unfortunately. Camera's on him now. Lucas, can you just watch the play for a minute?
Yeah.
And this is Damien Smith, I believe, in 56. We'll just get his number confirmed in a minute, but he's really struggling. He's about to be replaced by Ryan Shaw. Ball up for Terrigal Avoca in their defensive line. City can't keep it in. And down he goes. I'm sure that's Smith in 56. City attacking here. Goes to the pocket. Will go out of... No, kept in. Formby with a left-hand handball. Out to Korsh. He's got someone out here. That's an awful kick. He shanked it. Out of bounds, just past the 50-metre line. Terrigal Avoca up by 10 points. Newcastle City 0-2-2. Terrigal Avoca 2 straight 12. And Terrigal Avoca showing lots of care there for Smith. Let's hope he's going to be okay, Lucas. Ball goes, bounces over everyone. They let it hit the ground. Out of there comes the backup ruckman in Bury. Gets a long, high ball. Real opportunity here. Can Roach pick it up? No, he's dispossessed. The call was ball. There was a fair case for it as well, just quietly. Mitchell Black's in there, so is Michael Roach. Famous name in football, Lucas. Michael Roach. Great next player for the Richmond Football Club. Liam Carroll is in there. Ryan Stanton says, I'll have that. 15 and a half minutes gone. Terrigal Avoca. Newcastle City have done okay in the backs here. Just seeing if there is a loose man in defence. And there isn't. And Terrigal Avoca have got a man coming straight on here in Foley. You need to go and pick his man up. But it's man on man at the moment, Louis. Ball comes forward. Waiting for the bounce. Newcastle City in front. They're under all sorts of pressure. Handball out. Will be another one. Very good handball feeds Ryan Shaw. And another goal, Terrigal Avoca. They're looking very good so far. Terrigal Avoca, 3 straight, 18. Newcastle City, 2 behinds. Lucas Holmes.
GE Industrial Solutions, partnering with the mining community in the Hunter for the past 50 years, delivering safe and reliable electrical equipment and engineering services to our customers. Also a proud sponsor of the BDAFL women's competition.
Here's the replay. Beautiful handball coming out. Shaw beats his man straight at the umpire. Just missed the stats. Ball one and a goal. Very good start, and the wind just then picked up, and it's now just gone back. It's currently moderate. We'll get you a shot of that later on. Can someone pay him back for us? Just have a look at the top of those trees on the far side at some stage. Away we go. Tap out coming from Bury, who's giving Saladinsky a rest. Smothered. Here goes Bury. Did well on the league best and fairest for Terrigal Avoca. Little handball comes out. Black's in there. Crumbing was Roach. Almost a sling tackle there. Forward from Newcastle City into the forward 50. McDonald behind, stays on his feet. Out of the handball comes from Foley. Ball coming down the wing. Now City will put this straight back. They need to find plays in space. Again, it's a 1-on-2. Now it's going to be a 2-on-2. Very good contest made. They've got the numbers here. Need to get a handball out. They don't. Ignores him. Goes straight down the block. Mitchell Black reads the heavy bounce well. Average kick, but he's got Pazan in position. Dwyer's free. They should go long. And he has. Dwyer! There's the comeback for City. Great start. They get their goal after a good start from Terrigal Avoca. Newcastle City, 1-2-8, Terrigal Avoca, 3 straight. Lucas Holmes.
ISC have been the cutting edge of designing and manufacturing apparel for elite sporting teams for over 20 years and are proud to be the official apparel partner of the Black Diamond AFL.
I want to see where Dwyer hits this from. Inside the square, on the edge of it, well outside the 45-metre arc. Wynn gets it. It's a lovely straight kick. Bang! There's the first goal for the Blues. Newcastle City back in at 10 points behind. Good work, Dwyer. Back to the centre.
And alone on this wing too, Tom Dwyer, just quietly.
Yeah, there's his spare man running off half-back flank for Terrigal Avoca. He's going to go to him now. Mark taken by Roach. Roach is a lovely kick.
Lovely kick, as all left-footers mostly are, David.
They are. Hawthorn's got a fistful of them, as have Newcastle City in the cup side, Louis, especially in their back line. If Roach flushes it, he's going to get this close, even the Breeze. Roach from the arc. Not a great kick. Helicopter. Where are the Rovers? Nowhere. Out there comes Salau. Ball comes out into Black. Usually very close. No, in fact, it's Conquest. On his hands and knees. Dispossessed by Saladinsky. Dwyer's in there. Cirillo's in and under. Dwyer cleverly avoids head contact. No tackle being made. All they've got to do is make a tackle. He's in trouble. And they put a hand on him, and that's a good, fair decision. No attempt being made for mine. Lead coming from Gibson. Really made a good contest there. McDonald hanging back in the square. Now he's one out. City need to get it to him quickly. Conquest having a good start. Lovely delivery. Missed by O'Donoghue. Saladinsky back there on him. That's interesting. He's gone back. Lucas. At ground level, it wasn't Saladinsky. Sorry, that's Townsend in another man bun. Going to give me nightmares today. Saladinsky's going to take this ruck contest against Conquest. Saladinsky left-handed. Cirillo and Formby. Newcastle City in and under. Kevin. That's here, is it? Okay, that must be the siren. And after 20 minutes of football, Terrigal Avoca 3 straight 18. Newcastle City 1-2-8. Lucas, goal kickers, please.
Goal kickers, firstly for Terrigal Avoca, David. All singles, Ryan Shaw, Tim Smith, Matthew Stoddart, and for Newcastle City, Tom Dwyer.
Very enterprising start there in this quarter. We'll have a short break and come back with you for the second quarter.
Introducing luxury you won't have to sell the house for. The new Havel H6 from $29,990.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
You're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions, ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports.
The Entertainment Ground,
Back here at Newcastle, number one sports ground in Newcastle West. Breeze has picked up a bit and will be strongly favouring Terrigal Avoca this quarter, which makes their 3 goals, Lucas, in the first quarter very valuable, sir.
It does, and they had most of the time on the ball and time in forward half as well in that first quarter, with Newcastle City only nabbing them on the counter in that one occasion.
Indeed. Your Collingwood have got the Saturday night game next week at Optus. Is that correct, Lucas Holmes?
It is, David. Hopefully getting Jeremy Howe certainly, and hopefully, if all things go to plan, Adam Treloar and possibly Darcy Moore as well, David.
That's good news for Collingwood. My Giants have got the Swans in the Twilight Saturday game, which will be a cracker at the SCG. It'll be packed out.
It will, David, and the winner of the Giants Swans game will take on the loser of Collingwood West Coast.
Okay, well,
Direct link there.
And then I think Richmond are the Thursday game?
Richmond Thursday, Geelong Melbourne Friday night.
So Richmond and Hawthorn and Melbourne and Geelong, both MCG, Thursday, Friday night. Saturday, Twilight at the Sydney Cricket Ground, the Sydney Swans versus Greater Western Sydney. And Saturday night at the magnificent, my brother's been there, he says it is a sensational place, magnificent new Optus Stadium in Perth, the West Coast Eagles hosting Collingwood. They're your AFL finals next week, ladies and gentlemen.
As Sandgrovers do love their Australian rules football, David.
They love their sport.
Yeah.
Actually, they're very furious about the Force getting kicked out of another code.
Oh, yeah.
They love their sport. So, and Merrily and I are heading off there. In fact, my missus is here today doing photography, so a bit of a shout out to my missus. Great to have you here, honey. Wonderful to have you here. Thank you. Just about to get going in the football. Lucas Holmes, ladies and gentlemen, is on his way back after his 33rd semester break this year. He's back to Bathurst tomorrow, back to -3 and -4.
Yeah, and that's been beautiful up here whilst I've been here, David. Always enjoyable. Worked out well with the Saturday, Sunday finals, not having to travel back.
Yes, wonderful for you. Really, really good.
Second quarter of the football here. Black Diamond Plate Grand Final. Terrigal 3 goals straight, leading Newcastle City 1 goal 2-8. I shall hand over to David Redden.
And we're away and running in quarter number 2. Terrigal wake up by 10 points and they've got the breeze. Saladinsky, this monstrously tall fellow with a great leap. Michael Roach gets that ball out. That's not 15. Bury's got that. Gets it out eventually. Cirillo, very powerful down low. That's Michael Roach. Gets a great piece of that. And you can see the breeze really take hold when it gets up. Tap out coming. Start it. That is Michael. That's Matthew, I think. Oh, chance. If Roach gets open past you. Oh, no. Beautifully smothered. Gee, I thought he was great tackle, started. Almost paid that, but he got a handball out. That's out on the full. That is out on the full. I'm sure that ball went out on the full, Lucas Holmes. Consult coming. That ball, boundary umpire just obscured, but it did go out on the full, trust me. If there's a replay coming up, you'll see it. Just watch the last bit of play here. I reckon this is on the full. There was, with his right foot. No problems, we continue on. Gee, it's good having the replay today, Louis. That's great fun, isn't it?
Well, Paul's right on the job, David.
Didn't miss it, the great man. Now, is that a netball whistle? That is behind the play from the non-controlling umpire, Josh Archer, and a free kick to City. Ashid Tax got that free kick. He's a lovely left foot kick. Goes wide. And this is one of the widest grounds in the state. Cameron and Sheridan, it's almost a perfect circle, number one. You look at it on Google Earth and it's beautifully shaped for cricket in particular. Perhaps a bit short for footy, but it's still a lovely place. Ball comes out here. Dwyer out there. Handball comes out. In trouble is Pollock. Gets it out. City go forward. At the back was Smith. Yes, those whistles are very confusing. It's one of the things you get used to at number one. Lovely kick coming out. Well read. He's going to come square. He's got players out here. Shepherd. He's got a Shepherd tack and he hasn't. Short ball coming forward. Lovely pass to Webster. No, that's not Webster actually. That's Shaw. Haven't called Webby's name yet. You won't be happy with that. He loves getting a call out, does Webby. Oh, good grab. Not paid. Cirillo roving. Get a good piece of that, Cirillo. And it's gone wide. And it's out of bounds on the bounce, I think, and should be a throw-in. Good opportunity for Terrigal, who is especially a stoppage specialist. Try saying that after having 3 beers, Lee.
It was well done there by Cirillo too. Bumped away from the first tackle, then got the hooking kick back around the corner.
He's a very powerfully built man. Gets that ball coming out. Cleared by Newcastle City. Zaladinsky. No mark paid. And a decision given for kicking, I think. Yep. And down on the ground is Korsh. And he's going to take this kick. Lucas, I can't even see Smith on the ground at the moment. So I think he's done for the day. Cirillo comes off. And Korsh is not without a chance here, Louis. Sorry, mate. Away you go.
On comes a handy replacement in Jackson Farquhar, David.
Gets a good bit of that. Just to the right, I think, and short. Mark is needed, and there's the behind. So there's Terrigal Avoca's first behind. Terrigal Avoca 3-1-19. Newcastle City 1-2-8. Elapsed time by us is 3 minutes 10 in the second quarter. Kick out coming, no particular structure here, except Terrigal Avoca have gone zone defence, Louis. Newcastle City all over the place.
Spot on, David. Well picked up there and punched away from the resulting kick out, and you'd expect it to go out of bounds in front there of Jason Roach for a boundary throw-in just inside the 45-metre arc here at Newcastle number 1 Sports Ground with 3.5 minutes gone in this second quarter, David.
Thank you, Louis. Terrigal Avoca need to kick goals this quarter with this breeze. You can see it up high, but it's quite causing an effect on the play. Conquest, Michael Roach doesn't get an opportunity at that one. Ball comes out from City. Down the line, Dwyer makes a very good contest and gets a ground. If this ball goes forward, it's all on Dwyer. Very good football, but Abe Gibson did very well to make a contest there, and it's created a stoppage almost on centre wing. Saladinsky and Conquest in here. Where are the Rovers? Korsh in there. In there for City's tack on the side. Saladinsky goes defensive to Korsh. City in there. Handball comes out. Pollock's in there. Taps it twice. Sheridan's in there. So was Bailey Cullen. Lucas tells me he's an ex-Musselbrook junior. Is that correct, Lucas?
Spot on, David.
Saladinsky gets smothered. 47 was Jones. Gets it going forward for City. Good tackle. Tag! Very good tackle, Ashley. Tag. And umpire Archer says, we'll throw that in. Thank you.
Spot on there. Correct decision. No prior opportunity. Tackled straight away. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in just in front of centre wing.
Saladinsky and Conquest. Saladinsky once, twice. Conquest with the third tap. That's an interesting ruck contest. No one wanting to grab it. That's held in, no opportunity. After 5 minutes of the second quarter, Terrigal Avoca up in this grand final by 11 points. 11 points only. Conquest gets his body in, does well. Smothered brilliantly off Brockenshire. Has another crack, does Cullen. Gets it for McDonald! Really hasn't been given many opportunities today, and they're marking him closely, Lucas. I don't want to see him in the lead. Handball comes out from Brockenshire. Here comes McDonald like a steam train, and a great tackle. Well, that was good. That's a superb tackle. Really was. And that was made by Liam Townsend on a much bigger man, and McDonald's a gym junkie. He's a very powerful upper body. And ball held in there. I thought McDonald was through there, Louis. He was just barreling through. Saladinsky off for arrest.
Have very well drilled defensive structures down there at Terrigal Avoca on display once again.
On comes Lynch to replace Saladinsky. He's on his own, which is interesting. I wonder if he's going to push forward and be a loose man and try and pick up a kick here. Conquest, who's the loose man in defence, has gone into this contest. So Lynch is unpicked. Here comes the backman now from City. and he'll probably come across and get... No, he's going to Webster. So Lynch is still on his own in the square, Lucas. If Terrigal they can get a clearance, they do, but they ignore him. Goes forward. Marking contest at the back and nearly taken. Drag him out. I thought that was a free. Not paid. That might be a free. Started in there. Now decision given.
Paid as a driving sling tackle.
Sling, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Wine Lakes ladies side arriving now. Alexandra Pearce in front. And they've got a big day out in a few hours' time. There, Braden Toss there. Good club man. Very lovely to talk to. He's a good man, Braden Toss. Nice human being, Louis. Credit to himself.
Led by Alex Pearce and Beck Ives there as well, David.
Indeed. City going forward. They need to score. No mark taken. Where's McDonald? There he is. Chance for Kevin. Can he get a handball out? Beautifully read by Cirillo. Goes long. Lynch has got to take a mark over Tack. Oh, Ashley Tack, very cleverly done. Can he deliver? On a bounce he does. Steps him. Cullen, good tackle. Gee, their tackling's been good. Out from Cirillo, out to Fitzgerald. Comes down the wing. One-on-one contest. Good punch out on Studdard. Webster's got to get in front. Good Shepherd behind. Down goes Vickery. Good contest at the moment. That's Matson in 28. Going forward. Michael Roach. Low ball, gets 55, 60 metres. There's Ryan Webster. Pops it over the top. That's not... Roach is free here. He can kick this. Has he got enough of it? Roach! Just misses. Oh, man, that was close. Terrigal Avoca 3-2-20. Newcastle City 1-2-8. Louis.
Didn't get quite the left to right in the air as he would have hoped there, Jason Roach. Just going to the outer side, but this kick in. Maybe picked off here by Terrigal Avoca. It isn't punched back inside. Handball to himself there on the outer.
Lynch gets it across. There's been inside. And a mark taken inside the 45-metre arc. And again, with this breeze, he's going to have to kick that to the left side of goals. We'll just wait till he turns around. I don't think it's Fitzgerald. It's Michael Roach. So he's been very good today, Lucas Roach. And he's going to take a shot just inside that 45-metre arc at number 1. Just to let everybody know, those arcs at Newcastle are actually 45 metres, not 50. Roach, going through his process, needs to kick it left side of the goal. Doesn't. Starts right, stays right, and it's out of bounds on the full over the side screen. Free kick Newcastle City. So City holding on here, they're doing okay. 2 goals down. And we're almost halfway through quarter number 2. Lucas J.
It's funny there, David. Ashik Tax just emerged from the change rooms here at Newcastle number 1. Must have had something going on there, but he's back out on the interchange bench now.
Good spot. He's been important today for them, Louis. So, Cirillo's in the middle of the zone here. He's ducking back out now to pick up Conquest, I think. And a short ball comes out. Well-worked City. Out there comes to Jared Burke. And the short ball comes in the middle. They're away, City. Go down the spine. Well done to Dwyer. Is he going to take a handball? He won't. McDonald's one out. He needs to move it quickly to him. He does this time. McDonald one out in front. Doesn't take the mark. Here's a chance. Oh, well, I thought that was a throw and it's been paid. That's a free kick to City for a throw in that contest. Good tackle made by Brockenshear. Goes shorts. Doesn't hit his man. Out of there comes Formby. Experienced for cup player. And out comes Mark DeBury, who's also a very experienced footballer. Knows his way around a football ground, I reckon. Good mark taken by Shaw, who's kicked one of the goals today. Immediately goes forward with a driving ball. Studdard's on his own, Louis. This is Michael. He's going to run in and kick this. That's a goal to Michael Studdard. How he's left alone, I do not know. Terrigal Avoca, 4-2-26. And Newcastle City, 1-2-8.
Prime 7. In 2018, Prime 7 has every big game live and free. Coverage includes 4 games every round of 7, mate, including Friday and Saturday night and Sunday afternoons. Black Diamond AFL and Prime 7, your local AFL team.
And here comes Studdard running that one in. Sorry, Lou, you go, mate.
Just after the replay. Oh, he's running to the post, the defender, after trying to make the tackle as well. Just going to say, David, great to see the EJ Whitten Legends game broadcast on 7, mate, last night. The wonderful Adelaide Oval. Fairly wet there in South Australia, though.
Mr. Redden was in Beveria last night, Mr. Whitten game. Great tribute to the wonderful man that EJ Whitten was.
Yeah. Insidious disease, prostate cancer.
and as someone who had a wonderful football life and gave to the game much more than what he ever got out of it. And he was involved in a Footscray premiership, Lucas. They've only won 2, and one of them was with Ted Whitten Senior. Luke Bury in here, Conquest. He does a very good job for a small ruckman. Bury gets that one tap out. Newcastle City need to reply soon. Terrigal going along quite comfortably. Matson. That should be downfield. Not paid. Out there comes O'Donoghue. Got to get it out. He's making an attempt. And that should be a ball up. Lucas, that barbecue smells absolutely divine. Here, Lake Macquarie Football Club, and we thank the Walls End West Newcastle Club, Lucas, for their work at number 1 last week. The food here was great last week too.
Sure was, David.
Bury gets that one over Conquest. Little short handball from Michael Roach. Kick comes out. I think that's out of bounds to the full from Conquest, and it will be a free kick to Terrigal Avoca deep down there into defence near the amenities block in the north western corner here of Newcastle number 1. Just for those of you who don't know the ground, just behind us there on that far flank, the 100 Rivers not very far away. Beautiful part of the world, Newcastle. Roach, left-handed, gone now. Got to be gone. Took 2 chances and a very good tackle by, I think that's Salau. Yep. Little bit of a scuffle, guys. Just get out of that. There's no need. Fury all over someone. Doesn't have to move, actually. Just has to stay. He can stay there if he wishes. Salau, good tackle on Roach. Read him. Conquest comes in, can't get a mark. That's the defensive side of the ground with this breeze. Elapsed time is 13 minutes now. Terrigal Avoca up by 3 goals. They want to kick another goal. This breeze is not going to go away. They'll be looking for another major this quarter, I reckon, Louis. And Kevin McDonald, they've got to get Kevin McDonald into the game. He can be deadly. He hasn't had his hands on the football very much. Might get a chance here soon. Tapped out. Ball out there, put forward by Jones. Ball comes to ground. Hot contest. In there's Bailey Cullen. And no one can get rid of the football. Brian Stanton said it'll be mine. Stanton's pointing out the ruckman here. Conquest is 1. Is it Bury or Saladinsky? Bury. Conquest wins that one. Shaw, can he get 2 hands to the ball? He can. And they're away. One more possession, they're away. Flying down the middle. That is an interesting kick. Webster's got some time. Can he pick it up? Experienced player gets on his left. That mark's got to be taken. Wasn't. Terrigal could come away with it. They've got it out there somehow. Stud it. That's Michael. Handball. Michael's got to get up on his feet. Roach. Well done. Conquest with that backwards handball. Comes back to Baston. Looking for his options. Goes wide and short. That's almost a deliberate kick. And anyway, there was a man out there. So, Newcastle City down by 18. Panthers going along quite comfortably. 14 minutes, 15 goal. Lucas, some thoughts?
As you'd expect, David, and attritional defensive battle from both sides, as you pointed out earlier, fairly low scoring with only, 9 scoring shots between them, but Terrigal Avoca making the most of them so far as they go deep inside 450 with a free kick being paid for holding.
To Roach, I believe, to Jason Roach.
Yeah. Been one of the best players on the ground so far, Roach, along with Cirillo, in my opinion, David.
He has, and I think Conquest's been tidy for Newcastle City. He's got a lot of the ball. Black's been standing at centre-half back. Now, Roach is kicking right downwind here. That's not correct. Maybe slightly across the wind, with the wind going from the scoreboard on your screen to the top right. Well in kicking distance. Roach gets it up in the air. They love it. Another goal, Jason Roach, and that will be the second goal that they are looking for this quarter. Terrigal Avoca, 5-2-32, going along nicely. Newcastle City 1-2-8. Lucas J.
Star 104.5 FM. Star 104.5 plays the music we all love and has proudly supported the Black Diamond AFL since 2005.
Here's the replay. Jackson Roach jogging in quite comfortably, balanced. Gets the ball up in the air, little chip shot, and loved it from the first minute he kicked it. Terrigal Avoca 24 points up, and they're going to be hard to stop here today, Lucas J.
I think they are, David. Come out very well as his ball's thrown up. Saladinsky, fairly heavy bump with the ball as well, and they're letting him know all about it as they pile on in, and you'd expect another ball up from umpire Archer adjacent to the centre circles here, just to the attacking side of Terrigal Avoca, David.
Saladinsky just read that one a bit quicker than Conga. That's a push to the back to Roach, not missed. Roach is in there, handball comes out. That's Michael Roach now. It was Jason before. Contest made, got to stay on your feet. Lynch, check side kick. Mark taken, he's gone. Michael Studdert. Oh, hits the post. He should have actually taken his kick. Terrigal Avoca 5-3-33. Newcastle City 1-2-8. And City need to stand up soon. They need to kick a goal. Out of the square, Lucas Holmes. Ball upcoming. And Stanton's got him as outside the square. Ryan Webster's telling him where he kicked it from. So we'll have a ball up. Dangerous position for Terrigal Avoca. And Lucas, of course, the ruckman these days can't tap that through from behind. It's a free kick.
They can't tap from the ball up will be taken from the centre of the kick-off line. It should be taken from the centre, I think.
I thought it was the point.
The point where they exit. Okay.
So we can't tell from there. Stanton was right on the money there. Tap out comes out, trying to find Webster. Good tackle put on. Gets that ball out. Baston. One more and they're out. Michael Roach has got a chance. Well read by Matson. Handball comes back. Gets Pollock. And is that out of bounds at the full? It is. And it's called out by the boundary umpire. And Stanton's getting to make the mark. Now, is that a free kick to Pollock? Yep. After that play, he must have been disposed of, Lucas, because Pollock's got a second chance here. Gets it. Long down to centre wing. Newcastle City falling down across centre half back, aren't they, for Terrigal, across their centre forward area. They've got to get some penetration shortly. Handball comes out in front of Michael Roach. It stays in, actually. Ball curved just as it was going out. Michael Roach gets a kick out. Ball still in. Now goes out of bounds just about 10 metres short of the arc.
Sorry, David. That was a good point you made there about Newcastle City's front half, because all the balls been Terrigal Avoca's front half. All their numbers have come back to sort of flood the back line, therefore not having anything to kick to forward.
Tap out from Conquest. Lee Croft in there, gets a handball out. It's anyone's ball at the moment. Conquest with a clearing handball. Lynch tries to punch it out. Does so successfully. Salau's in and under. Matson's in there. Conquest is in there. It'll be a ball up. Umpire Archer says, I'll have that. Just towards the end of the second quarter here, Terrigal Avoca up by 25. Now, the Terrigal Avoca do not need City to kick a goal. Just wondering if they've put anyone back in the slot, Lucas, to try and shore up defensively. I can't see a spare man at the moment. Ball's still in there. In and under. It comes out now. Conquest. Been very solid today. Good player. Good tackle made there. He's in trouble, Pollock. And Saladinsky pushes somebody over there into the covers. Little bit of spite in there. Nothing too serious. Conquest's up. And everybody lets it go. Matson. Chance clearing handball. Pollock a handball backwards. Terrigal Avoca just stopping them across half-back consistently. Too much upper body strength. Gets a handball out. Needs one more. Drop what he otherwise would have taken. Out of there comes Former. He is a strong character. Handball, however, gets picked up by Conquest, whose name seems to be being called a lot, Lucas, for City. He's in and under all the time. Saladinsky's a mobile ruckman. Perhaps a bit short, but he's doing a good job for his side. Townsend gets beaten by the bounce. Here's a chance for City. Ball comes out. Can't get it clear was Burke. In and under. And umpire Archer says, I'll have that. We're very close to half-time here at Newcastle number 1. Archer's got the throw up. Missed by both ruckmen. Ball comes forward from Terrigal Avoca. There is half-time. Terrigal Avoca 5-3-33. Newcastle City 1-2-8. We'll come back with you after half-time with Terrigal Avoca leading by 25 points and seemingly doing this quite comfortably. Back with you shortly. 75 points. Over to you, mate.
They are, David. Goal kickers up till half-time for Terrigal, Avoca. All singles once again. Ryan Shaw, Tim Smith, Jason Roach, Matthew Studdert, and the solitary goal kick for Newcastle City, Tom Dwyer, David, as they make their way back on the field behind Skip and Mitch Black.
And it wasn't Smith earlier. It's Arms. So Arms is over there on 55. He was the injured player who we think may have had to go and have an HIA at some stage. Not sure if he's going to be back today. I don't think he was a very well lad, Lucas Holmes, when he went off.
It didn't look like it, David, but right place safety was always paramount here.
And the Wyong Lakes ladies down in front of us, resplendent in black, and they're going into the change rooms now. They have a very big date with Destiny, with the Newcastle City Stars at midday today. Lucas, I cannot pick that grand final. No. I just can't. I think it's going to be wonderful. You know what I do hope, though, is that they don't put 2 or 3 players behind the ball and make it a defensive attritional game. I'd like to see someone take it by the scruff and they can actually really go and kick a score. However, they've got here a certain way.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
What's the modern word, Lucas? They will stick to their structures, Lucas.
They will. Structures is the buzzword these days in Australian football. But yeah, they're not going to change their game plan. They might try and manipulate their slightly to try and match Newcastle in some way, shape, or form. But just to try and take some of their key players, as we touched on earlier. Halverson will almost ruck all day. Middleton may go in there later. And because Amy Marshall's back, though, David, but the
question is her
status is somewhat to be desired. But
well, she had a meniscus injury and it wasn't good. And 2 weeks ago, she was still moving with discomfort. They've picked that least City this week. They've got a decent sized bench, whereas before they've been playing with 17 and 18 players.
Yeah, and
that will get you in the end of a grand final. With so many things happening, that will come and get you. So, very interested to see. That's not too far away. Terrigal Avoca going well here. You can see, we'll get one of the guys to go in on a camera and just go under the trees that on the far side eventually. If I could get a focus on those trees. And just have a look at the breeze for our viewers up high. It's at the moment abated somewhat. It's noticeable when you walk out from this grandstand, Lucas, and go down the front. I went and just had one of Lake Macquarie's beautiful pies. There's the breeze at the moment, and it's, yes, as I just mentioned, it's not that strong, but it is it's coming and going really. It's variable, I suppose, is the word. And let's just hope it stays the way it is, so we can get some good footy. Newcastle City for mine have got to get McDonald going, Lucas. He's got to start kicking goals and do it now. I think he needs to get himself in the game. But just with him, I wonder whether it's a confidence thing. I would have thought that someone as big and strong as him, but would be really putting his imprint on this game, but and not yet. And that's how City have now got to take the ball between the teeth and run with it, Lucas. They've got to run.
They do, David. And you think that McDonald was only in that passage of play once up forward there with the resulting tackle that left a Terrigal Avoca player stunned there, but he hasn't had any contested marks or anything like that. But you'd expect him to come to the fore at some stage during this remaining half here if Newcastle City are any chance to get back into this game.
I think Newcastle City they're kicking with the win this quarter. I think they've actually got to kick 4 or 5 goals. They've really got to put it on. Terrigal Avoca's defensive structures are so similar to watching them in the cup. They sag off, Formby and others come off their man and go and create 3-on-1s. City have got to get quick ball, and they've got to get it now, and they've got to get their forwards ready. And I'll tell you who else hasn't had a big day yet is Abe Gibson. Yep. And I'd like to see Abe start getting some marks. He's crashed the packs a couple of times. If ever they're going to put the foot down, now it is it for Newcastle City. We're away. Ruck contest. Zeladinsky win. No, Conquest gets it down at the third crack. Tack roving. He's a chance straight away. Gets it forward inside 50. Who's there first? Formby. Taps it over. Gibson on cue. Loses. That's a throw and will be paid. Well done. Lovely tackle again. These defensive structures. That was Smith, who's played some cup football before. Honestly, some of these sides would go all right in the cup. Oh, good mark. Not paid. Just dropped it at the back, Black. Thought he might have taken on that one. And that ball is called by Macaulay. I'll have that. Thank you. Just at the start of the third quarter. Breeze just parked. He's starting to pick up again. You can probably hear it in our FX microphones. Just then, it's just picked up. Not too far away from the sea here at number 1. A free kick for holding, I think. Going Saladinsky's way, I think. Yeah, Conquest gives it straight to him.
Must have been from the ruck contest, David. Some holding. Yep. Trying to block off the ball.
low driving ball, the type forwards love. Missed, however. Here's a second chance. Bury gets it going forward. Where are the forwards? Stud it. This is Matthew. No, that's Michael, sorry. Left-hand handball. Bury's got a chance. Eventually goes on his left. He does the right thing. Oh, no mark taken. Crash ball coming. Well run. He should have a run now. He's got to take that mark, Abe Gibson. He doesn't. Recovers quickly. It's not Gibson. Good contest. Well done by O'Donoghue. Short ball, and they've cleared very well Newcastle City. They need to go. They need to attack. Ashley tack here. He's got his one on short. Goes to the long option. Again, they've sagged off. Oh, good mark. That's almost 50. That is almost 50 metres to drag him down, sir. Cam Sheridan's in kicking distance. He's got to go back, and for City to have a chance, he really must kick this, Lucas.
He does, David, and they had a fair argument for 50 there, being dragged after the marker being completed, but however it wasn't paid.
Got to go to the left goalpost. The goalposts are actually moving, so the breeze is quite strong right now. Left goalpost. If he hits it right at all, it's gone. Driving low ball, and again it drifts right with this breeze. Newcastle City 139, Terrigal Avoca 5-3-33. 2.5 gone, quarter number 3. Newcastle number 1 sports ground. With Lucas Holmes, my name's David Redden. We're privileged to bring you all 3 grand finals today. Jason Roach, he's been almost the best player on the ground so far after copping a knock early. Bury, gone. That's gone, sir. Newcastle City will get the turnover. Short kick comes. Luckily, luck's a fortune. He's got it. Now, can he get to McDonald? That's a very good long ball. Gibson at the back. Can he get there? And interesting, that ball's gone right to left, and the breeze has picked it up a lot, Lucas, and taken out of bounds.
Have David, it's the start Newcastle City are after. David, repeat forward 50 entries will be hopefully any time hopefully for them to get a scoreboard if they're at all trying to get back into this game with 3.25 minutes gone in this third quarter.
Indeed. Oh, chance! Got a kick, it has. We'll just get his number for you. Player in the middle being congratulated. There he is there, just waiting for his number. Wonder if it's Dwyer, just waiting. Can you go left, please? Keep going left. Need you to pick up the player for me. There he is, just in here with the drink. There he is. There is he.
Dwyer coming back to his wing. It may be.
Is that Dwyer? No, that's not Dwyer in 52, is it? It's right in front of us. We'll get it in a second for you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so Cullen's kicked that one. We'll give that one to Cullen. So Newcastle City, Terrigal Avoca 5-3-33. Newcastle City kicking one of the goals they need this quarter. In my mind, they need 3 more. By no means is this grand final over Lucas Holmes, and the next goal is very, very important in this fixture. Up they go. Conquest, a good right-hander, read by Cirillo. Not tackled, gets a handball out. Gets it out to Smith. Tim. Little ball comes out, smothered by Cirillo's in and under, does well, he's so strong. Conquest, a clearing handball, tries to get Black. Cullen's in there. Taps it out. Michael Roach. Left footer going forward. Oh, what a mark! That is a superb effort. Honestly, that was brilliant. I think that was Brodie Jones in 47. Another good mark. That's a cracker as well.
Cullen that time, David.
Having a good few minutes, isn't he? Low ball, and it's picked off by Saladinsky, sitting in the usual spot that Terrigal Avoca have their ruckman. Puts that one straight up near. True ruckman's kick. Hope you're watching Tim Oosterhoff. Ball comes out. Tack's got a chance. He's got pasture. Needs to get free. Now he is. Can he get on his left? He does. Doesn't hit a man. Out comes Gibson. Continuing on his Gibson. Taps it back to Conquest. Goes with a 40-metre kick up forward. Comes off the side to a certain extent. Sheridan. Over the shoulder. Clear free kick. Not to Formby. No, the umpire said no advantage. Newcastle City do not have to touch that ball. And ball comes back from an interchange player. I wouldn't have touched it. The score is, there's a scoreboard over there as well. 5-3-33, 2-3-15 is the score in favour of Terrigal Avoca. Paul? Down the line, big long kick, big pack, back at the back. Roach is in there, can't get to the football. Conquest is playing like an extra ruck rover and doing a really good job. Here's a big important ball. Formby goes to ground. Can City get an opportunity? They do. Goes to the left footer from Jones. Oh, good mark. Of course, that's a cracking mark. Goes straight away. Gets to Shaw. Too big and strong for tack. Goes short. And again, coming off their man. Both sides showing that was Vickery. A good interception there at half-back for City. Needed to take that mark. He's under pressure now. Taps it out. Tack's in there. Ryan Webster's in there. And that is Stephen Lynch. Goes to the check side kick. Oh, did he take that? That is an excellent... Oh, the umpire said it was touched by both players. I almost thought that was a mark to the City player there. Not paid. He's shaking his head. Was Rhett Allen. Black wins the ruck contest. Bury, left footer, and mark taken. One of the Studdert brothers, not sure which yet. Could be Matthew.
Yeah, it's Matthew, David.
Matthew in 65. And he's going to kick from it. And now, actually, with this breeze, this is a tough kick. Probably has to kick a low driving ball, Louis, rather than a high one.
Starting also a bit left.
Yeah, just a touch left and low. Matthew gets a piece of it. Sits up. Will fall, drops short as predicted. Where are the Rovers?
Let's hit the behind post.
Off an
David.
accidental kick on the bounce. That's lucky for City. And it creates a good stoppage here for Terrigal Avoca, who haven't scored this quarter. Terrigal Avoca 5-3. Newcastle City 2-3. Game at a really interesting phase. Ball goes to ground. Roach at the back's got a chance. Doesn't flush the left footer. There's his brother. Really good tackle. On over the shoulder. I didn't see the contact. I thought that was a good tackle on him, but
It's just the initial contact, David, was a bit high. It was paid for the initial rather than where it ended up.
copy that, Lucas. Thank you. Here we go. Yep, first contact. Beautiful call, Lucas Holmes. Great work by the umpire. Umpire Archer is that. And Jason Roach has got a chance from no more than 25 metres against the breeze. And Terrigal Avoca need this just to steady. Roach. I think he's missed it. He has. He's pushed that to the left. Terrigal Avoca 5-4-34. Newcastle City 2-3-15. We've got 8.5 minutes in the third quarter of this pretty interesting grand final. Low scoring. And City still trying to clean the lines, break the lines and kick a couple of big goals in a row, which they need to get back in the game. Kick out picked off. Good mark there from Tim Smith. Now, again, he's kicking. This time, this is tough because he has to kick this left, Lucas, and low with this breeze. If it gets up, he saw the last kick from Sutter. Let's see Smith go about it. That's a much lower ball. And didn't curve much. He drilled it low. Terrigal Avoca 5-5-35. Newcastle City 2-3-15. 20 points the difference. 9.25 minutes gone. City go short. It's a black, I think. Goes long. Cullen's got to take it. Doesn't. Anyone's ball here. Gets it out. There's Cullen. Gets it forward. So City have cleared the lines. Now let's see what they can do here. Tap out. Trying to get it out towards Johnston. Well read Formby, who has got a good left foot. Big marking contest. Well done. Good contest. That's going to go out on the bounce with this wind. Kick forward there by...
That was Cullen
it
again,
was Cullen
David.
again. He's got a lot of kicks in the last few minutes. Halfway through the third quarter. Terrigal Avoca goalless this quarter. City have only kicked one in reply. Need to start turning the inside 50 entries, Lucas, into goals.
They do, David.
Magnificent. Gee, it's a glorious day. A bit windy, but gee, it's a beautiful day for footy.
It's just 10 minutes gone in this third quarter, halfway through.
Double hand tap out. In and under. Townsend was there on the side. I think that's Jason Roach under all of that, is it? No, Michael, his brother. And also Jared Matson, who's been solid today for City. Conquest in the ruck with Saladinsky. Conquest reads it again well. Reads the curve of the wind well there too. And he's pinged him. So Conquest is trying to get his hands out. And that should be Cirillo's kick, not Saladinsky, but it doesn't matter. Saladinsky, that's a poor kick. And it doesn't go out. Jason Roach thought it was. Here's a chance for City to get another entry. Matson, the breeze should bring that around. And in fact, it's gone out of bounds on the full. It didn't actually bring it around. Justin Chambers with the kick. That ball's gone into the side screen here at number 1. Just waiting for the footy to come back in. A reminder that after this game, Wyong Lakes and the Newcastle City Stars in the Women's Grand Final should be a belter. Ball comes down the line. Michael Roach underneath it and takes a very good contested mark. Good play, this fella. So's his brother. Goes wide and short, finds their man. Thought Formby, that's got to be perfect, and was. What a superb delivery to Cirillo. There's a player on out the back there. Cullen's got to pick him up. He's on his own at centre half forward. Cirillo doesn't see him. Ball gets affected by the wind, and Townsend actually went under that. Good tackle. Terrigal Avoca under pressure here. Can City get a clearance? Tack does. John, come on. McDonald can't pick it up. Not having the greatest day with his hands is Big Kev. Now he's a chance to back up. McDonald handballs out. That's constructive. O'Donoghue's a chance. Off the ground. Probably had another step at him. Terrigal Avoca 5-5. Newcastle City 2-4. Low scoring third quarter so far. That's a very good mark. Not paid. I thought that was he'd taken that. Team sheet's coming for one. Looks good mark. Conquest drives it in low. At the back is Matson. Can he put a tackle on? He can't. Formby. Matson. Matson's going to get first use. Matson! Oh, gee, he's done well. That's another one to Newcastle City coming back hard. Great individual work, Jared Matson. Newcastle City, 3-4-22. They need another one this quarter. Terrigal Avoca, 5-5-35. Lucas James Holmes.
Bar TV Sports. Bar TV Sports specialise in the live streaming and broadcasting of local sport, including the Black Diamond AFL. Bar TV Sports, making your game the main game.
What an effort there by Matson. Here's the replay. Matson in contest with Formby. Formby tries to tap it out. Matson gets him off the ball, goes to ground, gets up, avoids one tackle, avoids another, comes around on his non-dominant straight past Stats. Baldwin, that's an excellent individual goal. Away we go again. City right back in this. They need another one this quarter. Mark taken black. He's been very steady, the skipper. Comes wide. Mark just dropped there. They need another clearance. They don't get it yet. Got great contest, or too low. He's got him for too low. That's actually the rules of football. He was beneath the knees. And almost a 50-metre for an incorrect handing back of the football. Terrigal Avoca coming wide. Combox side, good mark. Comfortable mark there taken by Fitzgerald. Goes square. Oh, well picked up. Oh, Conquest should have taken that, really. He'd done all the hard work. Cullen. No, it's not Cullen. That's Carroll, and he's gone. Not paid. Desperate times here for City. They cannot afford a goal. Gibson, lovely ball from Black. Abe Gibson, no, sorry, it's O'Donoghue. Good mark, should have taken that one, and he's a turnover. Terrigal Avoca, can they find Roach? No, they can't. Intercept mark, almost taken. Bury, off to Leecroft, up forward, in front! Ryan Shaw, where he has to be. There's an injured player, Lucas, just to the left of play here. I think it's a Newcastle City player. Shaw, this is a very important part of this fixture. And we're waiting, are we, for an injured player. So this could be a serious one. It's Carroll, is it? Liam? Yeah, I think he was just tackled a minute ago. Yeah, his shoulder. So it's, thank you for that. Possible shoulder injury here to Liam Carroll. Waiting for the call from the umpires. Haven't seen one from the trainers. Haven't seen one yet. And you're right, it's his shoulder, indicating a bad shoulder injury. Now, what are they going to do here, Lucas? Time is continuing. If they need a stretcher, they need to call it because it will stop the clock. Haven't seen the signal for the stretcher yet. Now they've asked for it. There's the stretcher call coming, so we need to get a stretcher out to him, and that will stop the clock. Emergency umpire Jody Henderson's down there, and the stretcher will cross the line shortly. Lucas, could you stop our clock, please? Okay, so the player's now stopped, and the time has now stopped to deal with a serious injury. It's Liam Carroll. Now, he's actually standing up, and he's going to walk off away from the interchange gates. Which will mean, Lucas, that if he walks off out of those gates, he can't come back.
Correct.
Because he's not being taken off and he's not being carried off.
Yeah.
So Carroll's done for the day.
Yeah. And that's what umpire Ryan was making his way across before to explain to the trainers and to Carroll, so he cannot take any further part in this match.
So Newcastle City down to 3 players for the remainder of this game. On comes Vickery. 3 interchange. Actually, they've got more than that. There's actually Vickery's come on. There's 3 on the bench. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so there are 3 on the bench left. Carroll in a bad way with that shoulder. We'll get time starting. Yes, time will start now, Lucas. Thank you. If you could start the clock. This is Ryan Shaw after the interruption. Not what you want when kicking a goal. Shaw misses to the right. Terrigal Avoca needed that one. Terrigal Avoca 5-6-36. Newcastle City still hanging on. 3-4-22. In the next 3 minutes, if Newcastle City kick the goal, we will have a wonderful last quarter. Terrigal Avoca just doing enough at the moment. Ball comes down. That's going to be a lovely little clever work there and goes to Pollock. Oh, pushing the back against Formby, surely not paid. That was a straight out push in the back. Bury reading the play well. Fair bump, I thought, and called. Here goes O'Donoghue straight to Pollock, and they're away against City. Handball. Good football, Mitchell Black. Where's McDonald? He's got a yard here, Big Kev. And, of course, the wind's taken that one very, very fast. Gee, it goes hard when that wind gets hold of it. There's McDonald on the right, imposing figure. Newcastle City down by 14 points. Goal kickers for City, Cullen, Matson and Dwyer. And here comes the throw in. City need another goal, Lucas. Tapped out, well read by Korsh for Terrigal Avoca. Going back with the play was Webster. Jason Roach on his non-dominant. Gets a real good piece of that. Gee, skillful play. Well marked. Really clever at the back. Goes short. Got to be perfect. Wasn't. Luck's of fortune. City have got a chance. Ashtak. There's the guy that's got to get his hands on the footy for City. Good mark. Conquest, who's been almost the best player on the ground for mine. McDonald! Oh, great defensive work that time. They're putting a tackle on. McDonald's picked it up. He's got it out. And another injury. Yes, Lucas. Here's a chance. That's gone wide and not marked. So behind in Newcastle City. City 3-5-23. Terrigal Avoca 5-6-36. 13 points of difference. All hands on deck for Terrigal Avoca up back at the moment. They're under a siege. Korsh out to the far wing. Webster misses what he otherwise may have taken. Recovers back. He needs to get rid of it. Does. Back into the 50-metre arc for City. Good tackle made and paid. Where are the forwards? Newcastle City need a mark. Gibson. Oh, he's a natural left footer. Handball comes out. Terrigal Avoca under all sorts of pressure. Jason Roach. Oh, dropped. Recovers. Taps it on the ground. Cirillo always well balanced. Gets it out to Fitzgerald. Clears the space. Marking contest coming. Shaw in and under. Needs to tap it out. Does. Webster in and under again. Missed. Goodness me, this is tense football. Over here is Dwyer. Gets it out. Pollock tries to beat a man. Gets a handball away. He's got to get rid of it. Cirillo does. Straight away. Formby. Gone and called. All sorts of pressure here for the Newcastle City have really stepped it up. And the free kick's going there. Dwyer, I think, with the white boots. Goes square. Needs a mark. Not paid. Not marked, I should say. Ashley tacks in and under. How much time have they got? No, don't go with that clock. Go with that one because of the stoppage.
Just under a minute, David. 19 minutes, 10 elapsed, just ticked over.
Thank you. Ball just swerves in the air. Chance! Can he kick it? I think he has. Please stay on the player for me or get me a replay who the kicker is. It may have been Brodie Jones. We'll just wait and see. It was a left-footed play. There he is there. It's this player here with the white boots walking across. Can we stay with him, please? This player here is the goal kicker. That's massive important, and your scores will need to be addressed. You've given that to Terrigal Avoca. It was actually Newcastle City's goal. So it's 36-29 by mine. And it is 34. Rhett Allen kicks the goal. That brings City right back close. Scores now are Newcastle City 5-6-36. Sorry, Terrigal Avoca 5-6-36. Newcastle City are 4-5-29. Paul, 4-5-29 is the score on the board down the bottom. What a game we have in this last quarter. City have kicked a couple of goals. Is it 3 this quarter, Louis? 3 unanswered. I said they needed 3 or 4. They've got them, and then we're nearly done with time. What a quarter from City. And Terrigal Avoca going to have to come out and attack in this last quarter. They can't sit back. Free kick paid, I think, to Sam Cirillo. Yep. The little man, very powerfully built, goes short. Poor delivery, really. Jason Roach, danger. He can kick it from there. He's gone unselfishly. What a delivery, not paid. Terrigal Avoca must realise this is almost done this quarter. Free kick for holding the ball or holding the man.
Pushing the back after disposal, so it's a free kick to Terrigal Avoca, David.
And the siren's going to go. I am sure that we're going to hear the siren imminently. This is a tough kick across this breeze. You'd rather be kicking into it. And there it is. So here is a pivotal moment right in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, in this game. Terrigal Avoca haven't kicked a goal this quarter. Jack Fitzgerald, a good player. You've got great view on the Bar TV pictures. Fitzgerald, what's he going to do? He's kicked it. That is huge. What poise under immense pressure. Terrigal Avoca at the end of the quarter. 6-6-42. Newcastle City 4-5-29. We've got 10 individual goal kickers in this match. That is the one goal that Terrigal Avoca have kicked against the Breeze. They did it after the siren. What a thriller. We'll be back with you shortly for the last quarter of a great Plate Grand Final. Well, what a third quarter that was from Newcastle City, Lucas James Holmes. And it's a 13-point. That last goal could prove pivotal after the siren to Fitzgerald. Lucas, your thoughts?
Yeah, kicking 3 unanswered goals to that point, David, with Jack Fitzgerald from the free kick from pushing the back after the disposal, putting Terrigal Avoca back out to a 13-point lead outside 2 straight kicks, which could prove crucial when it comes late into this game, David.
Arms is the Arms kicked some goals last week, if you remember, at Adelaide Street, and his absence is hurting. However, that's somewhat balanced by the fact that Carroll now cannot come back by the laws of football, Lucas, because he's crossed over outside the gates without being carried off. Must be a bad shoulder injury. Ryan Stanton has the football. Here we go. The last quarter of the Black Diamond Plate season. This is what you want, a close grand final. And let's see how they go about it. City 13 points down. Terrigal Avoca, the undefeated minor premiers. Rock and roll time, away we go. Saladinsky gets favoured by the swerving ball, gets the first tap out. Drop what they otherwise might have taken. Cullen, who has been very good. Ashley Tack goes backwards. Got to go forward, guys, if you're going to win. Ashley Tack misses that one. Black. Over the shoulder, I thought to Black could have been paid. Right in front of the combox position. Stanton's got the football. Mr. Fahrenheit, he wants us to call him today. Mr. Fahrenheit. We'll call him Prime Possum, thank you. Oh, well done, Conquest. G does well from him. That's 5 inches shorter than Saladinsky. Handball, and they've clear. Brody Jones goes square, looking for Gibson. McDonald's got a chance as well. Can he get his hands on the foot? He's hardly going to touch all day. They need something out of him, the big fella. Good contest here. Gibson's in there. Shaw's in there. Well done, Terrigal Avoca. They clear the area. Roach is dangerous. Look out. He couldn't kick this, could he? 2 bounces, beats a man, handballs to himself, and does too much. And the ball's gone out. So, Lucas, he should have had a kick after 1 bounce, probably. And he ran himself into a dead pocket as well.
He does have a very good right foot as well, as we saw before, with him getting that right-footed clearance before, so it was well within his rights to have a shot on his right.
He was running to the incorrect side for a right foot. It would have been really difficult.
True.
I couldn't kick on either foot, so I really shouldn't.
No, nor can I.
So I've seen you kick. You better kick the moo, my friend. Cirillo should have been over the shoulder of the little man. Webster in and under. And Macaulay says, I'll have that, thank you. This is where Terrigal Avoca will be happy to see the football for the entire quarter. Conquest and Bury. Bury over the top. Good tap down. Ryan Webster's in there, gets a handball out. Bury trying at ground level. Shaw just did enough to get him off that kick. Tack, got to stay on his feet, does. Ball in here from Michael started, I think, and a mark taken, and he's gone. Playing on him, this is what they've got to do. Baston goes centrally and picked off comfortably by Formby, who comes from this long line of Terrigal backmen who know how to pick off a mark. And of course, at this ground, you get punished. Luke Bury should go back and take his 30 seconds. Now, he's almost kicking directly across Breeze here. The Breeze isn't bad at the moment, but he's still got to kick it to the, probably to the mid-right of the goals here and let the Breeze take it. Maybe the right, just inside right goalpost. Michael Studlett's come off holding a left shoulder, and he's been replaced by Lynch. Bury, big kick. Underneath it, drops short. Webster stays down. Matthew Studdett misses it at ground level. In comes Roach. Jason. Tack gets it out. Back to Tack. Non-dominant now. Are they going to call that deliberate? They are not. And Macaulay says that's not deliberate. And we get a ball up. Half-back flank. Newcastle City. City have got to score quickly, Lucas, for mine.
They do. That was almost up the side of the boot, that last clearance, David. Rush clearance. It was well not to be paid there by umpire Macaulay.
Conquest, I've seen them paid. Double tap out. I tend to agree with you though, Lucas, which scares me. Conquest, no chance. Good tackle. And Stanton says, I'll have that, thank you. Who's up? Saladinsky and Conquest, I reckon. Yup. I don't think Saladinsky will go away from the ball much this quarter, Lucas. They need him. Left-handed down. Tap again. Conquest in and under. He's been solid today. Hasn't been spectacular. He's been on the ball all day. And again, this is exactly what Terrigal Avoca want, Lucas, is stoppage after stoppage. You've spoken about this before. I think they're one goal away from sealing this. City have got to kick the goal in the next couple of minutes for 9. Saladinski smothered off beautifully by Allen, who kicked the last goal. And football coming back. Still in Terrigal Avoca's half-forward line. Just having a look behind here, it's all man on man. There doesn't appear to be a loose man being left. There's not. So if City can get a clearance, they've got opportunities to move. Gibson down here in the flank and McDonald 2 out up front. Ball coming out here. Turns into trouble. That's trouble. And gone. Yep, he turned into trouble. Burke.
Yeah, and the umpire standing there signaling that he tried to use the fend. The fend was the prior opportunity, so that's why it was paid.
This is Matthew Studdert. He's a good kick. This would be 55. He's almost kicking down Breeze. He'll be a chance to get into the square. Oh my goodness. He has absolutely belted that from 50. Was it touched? Waiting, thank you. Good call, Lucas. Umpire, is that stats?
Yep.
Umpire ball went right on the mark, a behind only. Terrigal Avoca, 6-7-43. Well picked up, Lucas Holmes, before I went on my usual spiel. Newcastle City, 4-5-29. What a kick, didn't he thump that, Louis?
Studdert got a fair bit of that as well. Very well judged with the breeze, although it died down probably just as he's kicked it, but that's still no excuse. It was a very travelled the journey, almost.
Good,
and he
mark
takes that one in front.
Now, judging by the last kick, he's in perfect and entitled to have another shot here. And he will take up his 30. Lucas?
No, that's exactly what I was going to allude to, David. 2 lots of 30 seconds. It's easier to take time off the clock now than when they're wanting to, with about 5 or less minutes to go, as the Wyong Lake side goes in under the change rooms here at Newcastle number 1 to prepare.
Can Studdert repeat his last effort of 1 minute ago? Gets it, no, it's gone wide, and that is out of bounds to the full, I reckon, into the side screen. And he's exactly. So, Terrigal Avoca, 6-7-43. They've got 14 minutes to hang on. Newcastle City need clearances, and they need to go, Lucas. They've got to run and dare now. They're behind. Short balls, dangerous. Dangerous. Well picked up, really, by Allen. Off to tack on his dominant side, and picked off by Damien Smith, sorry. He's going to go backwards to Formby. He needed to do that. At 1 foot more and he's in trouble. Formby's got a loose man. Unforgivable. Shaw. Studdert's on his own in the pocket. Ignores it. Puts it out to open pasture. There's 2 men on their own. How in blazes does that happen in a GF? And I think you'll find that this is Lynch. Stephen Lynch will be kicking from directly in front, no more than 35 out. Has to judge the breeze. Distance will not be a problem. Lynch for a vitally important goal, and they're almost there if he kicks it. Gets it up. Side, bad kick really. Doesn't even get the distance. Ball at ground level. City do remarkably well to clear it out. Who's going to get this football? Oh, almost nutmegs himself. Was Vickery. Ball comes out. Roach. And Terrigal Avoca have had this ball for 6 or 7 minutes now, Lucas, in this area. And Kevin McDonald will be getting cold hands up there at full forward on his own.
He's David, and with that kick that was kicked back from Newcastle trying to clear it, they was running off half back as well, Terrigal Avoca, so trying to push it and keep it right in their forward 50.
Pollock tries to beat the tackle, gets a handball out. Terrigal Avoca are 1 goal away from sealing this grand final. Short ball. Mark! Studdert, brother. I think it's Matthew again.
Yes, David.
And he's his 3rd chance to kick a goal in 4 minutes. This is a tougher kick, Lucas, because of the breeze. He's kicking across the wind, which is always hard. Needs to kick this, Louis, at the right goalpost. He's certainly got the distance in that thumping right leg of his. Can he kick what I will think will be a sealer? Matthew Studdert, 40 metres out. Goes through his process. Gets it up. And I think he's missed to the left, Louis. Waiting for Andy Baldwin. Yep. So, Terrigal Avoca, importantly, 3 kicks in front at least. 6-8-44, Newcastle City 4-5-29. So, Newcastle City's got to kick 3 goals in 11 minutes. That's a big ask when they've kicked 4 goals in 3.5 quarters. Out the ball comes. Oh, good mark in front. He's got a nice pair of hands, Cam Sheridan, actually. Goes as long as he can. Marking contest. Daladinsky at the back roves it. Off from Smith. Cirillo, a hurried left footer. They've got someone in front here, not marked. Bury. Player down for Terrigal Avoca on the left. Gets up.
Yeah, hurt from
slowly.
that marking contest. There's a player in front.
Ryan Shaw.
Shaw's been good today as well, David.
Solid. Terrigal Avoca Cup side arriving in front of us now. They've got a massive game in a couple of hours' time. That is not the game. No. That can't have been blown here. There's been a siren blown just then. So we're just clarifying that siren's gone off erroneously. We're not sure what it was. So there are, according to us, Lucas, 10 minutes left in the last quarter. Do you agree?
Correct, David.
Thank you. So don't know what happened there. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Clearly there was a siren, and clearly it was wrong. Daladinsky misses with the swerve of the ball. Chance for a clearance from Pollock. Gets a grub it only. In there is Farquhar, gets a handball back. Tack. Big bump, fair bump too, just quietly. Ball forward. City have got to go now. They have to attack. Farquhar, check side kick. Moves the ball forward. Salau. Well done, Shaw. And gets a stoppage. Terrigal Avoca don't need to kick goals if they kick it at this end. They're 15 points in front, Louis.
They don't, David, and credit to a sheet tack from taking that hit, sprung back to his feet as well. So very tough character.
Yep. Bury and ruck. Ball goes over the back. He gets the tap. He's gone then. Has to be gone because he's taken the ball out of the ruck contest. Well done there by Brodie Jones. Goes down the line. They've got to go, City. Oh, good effort back by Batson. They just can't get open run, can they? They haven't been allowed to drive and get run and carry, Lucas Holmes.
Yeah, haven't been those chain handballs and run that you so often see in AFL these days, David. Terrigal Avoca have done very well to lock down their transition from back half to forward.
Good structures. Gibson, double-hander. Good tackle, Cirillo. Really important tackle, actually. And away they go, City. Can Kevin McDonald get his hands on the football finally? No, he can't. They haven't allowed him to get the foot. He's smothered. Here's a chance, City. McDonald in there, staying on his feet. Out the ball comes in a handball. Going to ground level. Out of there from Williams. Errant kick off the ground. That's a kick by City. That's going to go out of bounds. And with approximately 8 minutes left in the last quarter, Terrigal Avoca up by 15 points. Won't call it yet, Lucas, because I've seen too many other people call things. A couple more minutes and I think they're home. Cirillo having a spell. He's been very good today, Louis, in and under, I reckon. Out of there comes, chance. Now, there's Williams. There's Tack. He's free. Has to kick it, really. What a tackle, Roach. Gone. And is that the pivotal moment of the grand final? Tack really needed to kick that one immediately. Beautifully done by Jason Roach, who's also vying for BOG for mine.
Agree with you there, David. This ball goes long and wide to centre wing.
Big long kick, good grab. That is Burke. Crosses it, dangerous, but they've got to be. Mark in front, Shaw. Black for once, not taking the right option. There's no one at home for Shaw. Webster's doubled round. Webster's at the back here. Can they get to him? No, well picked off. Well done by Vickery. Straight down the centre. Missed by Tack. Left-hand handball goes 25 metres to clearing handball. Away they go. Dwyer. Awful kick, really under pressure. Just straight on the ground. It gets another chance. Taps it forward. This has been what Terrigal Avoca has done all day, is restrict Newcastle City superbly with the prospect section of the third quarter. Out the ball comes. Matson ducks his head. He's got a chance. Can he deliver? No, he can't. Crash ball. Got to get a handball out. Does. Good defence there from Smith. Is that deliberate? Waiting. Yes, it is. Lucas Holmes just next to me. You didn't see this. Lucas Holmes, the umpire, called that deliberate, and it's been called. Almost an impossible angle to kick a goal. And there comes, that's the first mark Kevin McDonald's taken all day, and they've taken it off him because the time hadn't been waved back on. Just not his day, Louis.
It isn't, David.
Really, they need to hit this to the top of the square. Terrigal, they don't want to behind his City. They need a goal or a stoppage. McDonald freeing himself now. He's actually taking a genuine shot at that. Tapped through by Foley. And again, Terrigal Avoca get a chance to recharge. They can afford a couple more points. There's still 3 kicks in front. Terrigal Avoca, 6-8-44. Newcastle City now 4-6-30. Thank you, Paul. Webster 1 out. Needs to make the play, does Webby. He can't. He's got a 1-on-2. Needs a stoppage. He's got to get on his feet. Well done, Baston. Well done, Newcastle City. Dwyer got to drive it forward. Does. Good mark. Good football. Goes again, Matson. Right thing to do. McDonald's on a lead. Can he get there? No, he can't. Chance wide for City. Ball smothered. In there is Cullen. Gets it out. O'Donoghue. McDonald puts a tackle on. McDonald again staying on his feet, trying to burrow his way through. Another stoppage for Terrigal Avoca. 4.5 minutes to go. They're almost there, the Panthers. They're almost there, Louis.
David, they need a goal from this stoppage to Newcastle City.
Tap out. Almost under the leg, almost leg there actually. Ball comes out to centre wing for Terrigal Avoca. Burke lets it bounce. Picks it up now. Left-hand handball. Finds his skipper in black. 1 bounce. Goes long. This has been a pretty decent grand final today. McDonald coming, can't pick it up. I think he's lacking a bit of confidence today. He's struggling. Tack. They've got to get it to Tack. They didn't. And it's gone off the side of the boot from Jones. It might have been smothered. City still 3 goals behind. There's an injured player. Terrigal Avoca 6-8-44. And Newcastle City 4-7-31. 1 more minute, Lucas, and they're home, Terrigal Avoca. They just need to hang on. That last goal on the end of that quarter, and it's got them home, I reckon. Just about. Roach, ground level, picks it up. Good contest with Gibson. Great contest with Gibson. The only goal this quarter is from Fitzgerald. No, there hasn't been any goal this quarter. Fitzgerald's goal after siren, the last one. Cirillo, smooth mover, gets it forward. Webster should pick this one up, get a handball out. Deep, but he was smothered brilliantly. Another handball comes out. Lynch goes long. It's a 1-on-2. Jason Roach doesn't need to kick that in. And there's the stoppage. Lucas Holmes, Terrigal Avoca are home. 3 minutes to go. They need 3 goals, Newcastle City. They won't be able to do that. And 1 premiership's making its way to Hilton Moore Oval, Lucas Holmes. At the end of the siren, Lucas will take over. I've got presentation duties, so I'll leave you with the dulcet tones of LJ. Throw-in comes in. Uncontested. Pretty clever from Telegraph. They're just going to set up behind Lynch. Yeah, Zaladinsky behind the play, picked up by Lucas in the slot. Ball won't come out. This is exactly what Terrigal Avoca have just played smart foot in last quarter. They've kept it in. Now he's just going to get to Zaladinsky. No. Goes to Formby. That puts it a left foot step on. One of the Stutter brothers, Matthew. Trade through Michael Roach. Jason Roach has got a chance to get on his left. He doesn't. Mitchell Black, who's been very good today, serviceable. Mark! Is that Townsend? No, it's not. It could be John Clark, Lucas.
Yes, David. 52, correct. John Clark, as Macaulay's putting Clark around on his angle.
And Tax within 10 metres here. That's 50, Louis. Anyway, John Clark should take all of his 30 seconds. He's got to hit this at the left goal post, ladies and gentlemen. Does. And, it stays. It holds its line. Remarkable. Terrigal Avoca 6-9-45 will be the premiers. Newcastle City 4-7-31 in a pretty absorbing, tough game of football. Slightly difficult conditions, but really it's been very good football. Most enjoyable to call. Coming wide, Roach Gets a tap out, gets it tapped, and that ball's going to stay in, I reckon, and will be marked by... Now, Terrigal can go backwards here and do... all they've got to do is go backwards, and they have. Formby and Saladinsky should come over here to the left and do the same. Formby's gone short. Shaw looking. He went around. He did go around. That's a correct decision. He's gone. He went around and held him. That's a free kick. Macaulay saying that he was making an attempt. Just 30 seconds left in this one. Terrigal Avoca will take home the first premiership of the day. Tats out. Clark goes short. That's a mark, is it? Lynch has taken that one. Now he's too far out, so he won't get 30 seconds here, Louis. And he's told to move it. Goes square to no one in particular. Good mark taken there. Sheridan goes wide. Siren imminent. Pollock might get the last touch of the grand final. Comes off. Handball. Roach is putting pressure on here. Black, well done, Jason Roach. Could get a medal here. Ball comes forward. And there they have it. Terrigal Avoca win the grand final. Terrigal Avoca. And a really good, decent grand final. Great start to the day. Terrigal Avoca 6-9-45. Newcastle City 4-7-31. I've got duties. Over to Lucas J. Holmes. It's been a pleasure being with you. I'll be back with you hopefully in 10 or 15 minutes. But it's over to Lucas James Holmes.
Goal kickers, ladies and gentlemen, to wrap up. Firstly, for Terrigal Avoca, all single goal kickers in this match, unbelievably. For Jack Fitzgerald, Ryan Shaw, Tim Smith, Jason Roach, Michael Studdert and Matthew Studdert. And then for Newcastle City, Bailey Cullen, Jared Matson, Reed Allen and Tom Dwyer. Before the presentations take place here in the awarding of the McBain medal for the winner of the best on ground here in the Black Diamond Plate Grand Final. Just give a quick wrap up here for ladies and gentlemen. For you, ladies and gentlemen, firstly for Terrigal Avoca. Well, they didn't really look troubled today, Terrigal Avoca, in my opinion. Just in that little passage there, well, Newcastle City kicked 3 goals in a matter of it. I'll just look in front of me. Bailey Cullen in the 4th, Matson in the 13th, and Allen in the 20th. They didn't look really very troubled. They're a very well drilled club. Terrigal Avoca is seen there with both of their senior men's side in the grand finals today. Best plays, in my opinion, as David touched on before, Jason Roach is in the top 2 or 3 on the ground. Very good there, looking good there for McBain medal. I thought Saladinsky was good in the ruck and behind the play. Both Studdert brothers were very good forward, in particular Matthew giving them a target up forward. Farquhar was a bit quiet today, ladies and gentlemen, but Ryan Shaw as well. Ethan Formby rebounding off half back, as well as Samuel Cirillo would also be in the top 4 or 5 on the ground. For Newcastle City, Mitchell Black was very good of trying to repel Terrigal Avoca's attacking forays off half back. Did very well. As David touched on earlier, McDonald was very quiet up forward. Tom Dwyer was very good on this commentary box side wing as well. Bailey Cullen actually in the last half did very, very well. Got about half a dozen disposals and kicked that goal for Newcastle City to start that attacking run back. But all in all, as well as Ashley Tacker, beg your pardon, but all in all, very resounding victory in the end. Only 14 points in the favour of Terrigal Avoca, but very convincing performance nonetheless. Just in a few moments now with both sides coming towards the stage here on centre wing. And in a minute, I shall hand you over to the Master of Ceremonies, Mr. David Redden, who will conduct a post-match presentation here. Then we'll come back to me very quickly to sign off and get ready for this GE Women's Grand Final between the Newcastle City Stars and the Wyong Lakes Magpies here, beginning at 12 o'clock. Just waiting for both teams now to make their way over to the podium area. Just to acknowledge the umpires for this Black Diamond Plate Grand Final game, as they will also be acknowledged. Field umpires Ryan Stanton, Josh Archer, Lincoln McCauley. Boundary umpires Ethan Robinson, Chris Valley. Goal umpires John Sullivan, Andy Baldwin. And the emergency for the preceding game was Jodie Henderson. Jackson Farquhar there, giving the that's goal. Very accomplished young player, Jackson Farquhar, established himself in the Cup side last season. Now shows the depth they have there at Terrigal Avoca with an accomplished player, youngster like himself and Ethan Formby playing in their plate side. Good mix of experience and youth as all teams want that balance. Starting to soak in now there. First grade coach Chris Bishop out there getting his charges ready for this afternoon's mouthwatering clash with Newcastle City in 2.5 hours, 2 3/4 hours time. Soaking in now the Terrigal Avoca, the 2018 Black Diamond Lake Premiers. Undefeated season 2, Terrigal Avoca going through the regular season undefeated, and so to the final series. Sea of red, black and white here in the centre square. League Operations Manager Gary Birkinshaw making sure they come over now so we can keep the day on schedule. I'd like to thank Bar TV crew for this game. Paul, the producing, Kendall and Hugh on the cameras. We'll be joined with them all afternoon. Joining Black Diamond AFL Grand Final Day here in beautiful Newcastle West, Newcastle #1 sports ground. And great to see all the youngsters on the ground in the footballs as well. Always great to see here in suburban football, country football. But now with the Terrigal Avoca side making their way over the podium, not too distant future, I'll be handing you over to Master of Ceremonies, Mr. David Redden, my colleague. And then quick wrap up, then say goodbye and get ready for this next game, as I said before. Just as they're over here, I shall now hand you over now to David Redden.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the presentation for the Black Diamond Cup Grand Final. First of all, a round of applause for both sides on an outstanding game of Grand Final football. Really was a great game. Credit to you both. First of all, I'd like to thank our umpires today. We did an excellent job. Boundaries goal and our central umpires did a very good job on the cup day football. Thank you all our umpires. The Black Diamond Vice President Luke Farrell comes to stage and present the rest of the ground. For this year's Black Diamond Plate is just...
That was brilliant, mate. I've missed a bit of footy, so good to get back, eh?
City quarter 2 there, particularly in the third quarter. It's a hard game of football.
Oh yeah, they're a quality opponent. You could tell they came back in the last half. They were really mounting a comeback, and we just stuck thick and thin and won it.
Well done. Congratulations on that. That's a terrific effort. Good luck on the football pitch. Congratulations.
just first of all, thanks to Terry, you're a quality football side. I always knew you were going to bring a good challenge. You certainly lifted for it today, so congratulations to you guys and look forward to a contest next year. To our guys, love the EVs, really played your heart out for it, so proud of how everyone is. So, and to all the volunteers every week in, week out, that showed up to get us in the park, thanks to you guys too. So, see you next year.
Firstly, I guess to Newcastle, thank you very much. You guys are on the quality side, year in, year out. I know you guys will be back about it next year. Thank you for putting on today. Sensation is a love of playing footy. To our fans, our supporters who come down with you. Thank you to you and to our boys to go 17 from 17. What a year!
And there we are, ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 Black Diamond Plate Premiers, Terrigal Avoca Football Club. So, quick goodbye to you, and we'll join you very soon for the commencement of the GE Women's competition. On behalf of David Redden and myself, we thank you. See you soon.
Grand prize of the women's competition.